Let's go! The local legend, every city has that one guy riding an ancient wheel with zero safety gear. You know exactly who I am talking about. The guy blowing past the red light on a spinning piece of plastic from 2010. He is riding a literal antique. I test the newest suspension systems and the biggest batteries on the market. I put on a thick helmet. I wear a heavy armor jacket. I strap on thick knee pads. I look like a medieval knight getting ready to fight a dragon just to go pick up a carton of milk. I spend thousands of dollars trying to make my commute perfectly safe. I try to control every single variable on the road. Then I see this guy. He is making my highly advanced setup look like a complete waste of money. I have to study his survival skills before his luck completely runs out. I need to understand why he absolutely refuses to upgrade. But the wildest part is not that he rides a relic in loose sandals. The real mystery is what happens when that old battery finally gives up. What happens when the machine completely shuts off right in the middle of a busy intersection? I saw it happen firsthand. The result completely changed my perspective on life. Every modern rider knows the absolute terror of the speed wobble. You hit 40 miles per hour and suddenly your machine starts shaking left and right. It feels like you are standing on a washing machine filled with heavy bowling balls. Your knees tremble. You pray to God your highly advanced suspension system doesn't give out. You are sweating completely through your protective gear. The problem is a terrifying loss of balance and stability. His solution is pure disregard for physics. I watched him hit a massive pothole going way too fast. He does not experience wobbles. He just drops his hips and relaxes his entire body like he is sitting in a comfortable recliner chair. He absorbs the violent shock with his bare kneecaps. He uses a stance that looks like a frog getting ready to jump across a pond. It centers his gravity perfectly. The wheel violently shakes, but his upper body is completely still. He is sipping a medium iced coffee while completely defying the laws of motion. I am staring at him thinking this is completely impossible. This guy has no wrist guards. He is wearing faded cargo shorts and a tank top. If a stiff breeze hits him, he should turn into a human crayon on the asphalt. But he just smiled. He has the audacity to wave at me. I am in full body armor, sweating like a guilty suspect in a police interrogation room. He is catching a gentle summer breeze like he is on a tropical vacation. Consider the dreaded overheat warning. Modern wheels have extremely loud alarms. They beep intensely when the motherboard gets too hot. They aggressively tilt backward to force you to slow down. The problem is very serious. If you ignore the alarms, the wheel shuts off and drops you straight onto your face. My newest wheel has cooling fans that sound like a commercial jet engine starting up. The technology forces you to be careful. His ancient unicycle does not have cooling fans. It has dust and pure hope. The machine starts screaming, a high-pitched beep echoing through the entire neighborhood. Pedestrians are looking around thinking the smoke detector is trapped inside a brick wall. His solution is just to lean harder. He blocks out the noise of the dying battery by putting in cheap wired headphones. He trusts the machine to fix itself. Somehow the wind resistance cools the motherboard just enough to keep him alive. He treats a critical battery warning the same way you treat a check engine light on a 1998 sedan. You just turn the radio up louder and keep driving. Pedal dipping is another massive issue for riders. When you take a sharp turn on a modern electric unicycle, the side pedals can scrape the ground. The problem is you can lose traction and spin completely out of control. We buy expensive pedal extenders. We adjust the height settings in a digital mobile application. We spend hours trying to get the perfect clearance away from the street. He does not own a mobile application. His pedals are covered in deep scratches. When he takes a sharp corner, you can hear metal grinding aggressively against the concrete. Sparks actually fly out from under his feet. His solution to pedal clipping is to just let it scrape. He treats the sparking metal like a special visual effect for his daily commute. He leans so far into the turn his bare knee almost touches the dirty street. He has no fear of the ground because he has already accepted the consequences. The great tire debate causes endless arguments. People argue for days about tire treads. You want a knobby tire for off-road dirt trails. You want a slick street tire for carving the smooth pavement. The problem is if you ride the wrong tire on the wrong surface, you lose traction and go flying into a ditch. We spend hundreds of dollars swapping tires. We buy specialized tools to pry the thick rubber off the rim. We watch 3-hour tutorials just to change a simple inner tube. The local legend has not changed his tire since 2018. The tread is completely gone. His tire is completely bald. It looks like a giant black balloon. His solution to traction is sheer willpower. I watched him ride this bald tire through a rainstorm over wet leaves and muddy gravel. The laws of physics dictate he should slip and crash immediately. Instead, he just leans forward and moves smoothly over the mud. He treats a bald tire like a professional racing slick. He does not care about tread patterns because he believes in himself more than he believes in rubber. Visibility at night is a huge problem. Modern electric unicycles come with incredibly bright headlights. We attach extra lights to our helmets. We wear bright reflective vests. We want to be seen by every single car on the road from 3 miles away. Riding in the dark without lights is a guaranteed way to hit a hidden pothole and break your collarbone. His ancient wheel has one single dim light bulb. It produces the exact same amount of light as a dying firefly. It flickers constantly. You cannot see the ground in front of him. His solution is echolocation and raw instinct. He navigates the dark streets entirely by memory. He knows exactly where every single pothole is located because he has hit them all before. He does not need 1,000 lumen headlight blinding oncoming traffic. He uses the dim street lights and the moon. He rides through the shadows like a highly trained ninja. The inevitable component failure is the biggest fear we all share. We all fear a blown fuse or a shattered rim. When a heavy modern unicycle breaks down, you are stranded. You cannot carry a 100-pound wheel all the way home. You have to call a friend or order a very large rideshare vehicle. You sit on the sidewalk feeling defeated and angry. The problem is the heavy weight of modern convenience. His wheel weighs maybe 30 pounds. It is entirely made of cracked plastic and strong duct tape. When his wheel finally breaks, he simply steps off. He picks it up by the broken handle like a lightweight business briefcase. He walks onto a public bus without breaking a single sweat. He does not panic. He expects things to break. His solution to mechanical failure is absolute acceptance. He knows the machine owes him absolutely nothing. I used to judge him. I really did. I thought he was completely out of his mind. Every time I get a new electric unicycle, I spend 4 hours calibrating the tire pressure. I check the torque settings on the side pedals. I polish the outer shell. I spend way more time maintaining the machine than actually enjoying the ride. I am constantly worried about scratching the expensive paint. I am a complete prisoner to the retail price tag. Remember when I said I saw his battery die in the middle of a busy intersection? The wheel just gave up. Zero power. The problem was catastrophic mechanical failure. Most of us would face plant directly into the hard concrete. We would brace for impact and slide across the road in pure agony. We would be writing angry emails to the manufacturer from a hospital bed. But this legend felt the power drop. His solution was pure physical grace. He casually stepped forward right before the pedals scraped the ground. He hit the pavement walking. He jogged 3 steps and seamlessly transitioned into a slow, confident walk on the sidewalk. He did not look back at the dead wheel. He just bought a hot dog from a street vendor while the traffic drove around his fallen machine. He did not even drop his cheap headphones. It was the smoothest transition from riding to walking I have ever seen in my entire life. That is when it hit me. There is a profound emotional lesson in the way this guy moves through the city. We are all trying to control every single variable in our lives. We buy the thickest armor to protect ourselves from the pain. We buy the newest technology to avoid the struggle. We want the smoothest ride possible. We complain when our suspension is a little too stiff. We complain when our batteries do not give us exactly 100 miles of range. We become obsessed with perfect statistics. Why do we ride? We ride for the freedom. But somewhere along the way, we traded our freedom for technical specifications. We traded the joy of the wind for a digital display screen telling us our exact battery temperature. We became completely obsessed with the data. The local legend never lost the plot. He does not care about voltage drops. He does not care about firmware updates. He only cares about the feeling of moving forward. He is a purist. He is a wild animal refusing to be tamed by modern engineering. We look at him and think he is crazy. He looks at us and sees people trapped inside plastic safety bubbles. The local legend knows the absolute truth. The bumps are going to happen. The battery's going to die. The loud alarms are going to sound. You cannot avoid the fall forever. You just have to know how to step off and keep walking forward. He rides that ancient wheel because it reminds him he is alive. He is not insulated from the road. He feels every single crack in the pavement. He embraces the risk because the risk is exactly what makes the ride beautiful. I went home that night and looked at my expensive gear. I looked at my flawless, highly advanced electric unicycle. I considered riding without my heavy helmet just for one single day. I imagined feeling the wind in my hair without a heavy visor blocking my view. Then I realized I am completely soft and terrified of physical pain. I put my armor back on immediately. I need my comfort. I need my suspension to save my knees. But I deeply respect him. Every city needs that one crazy person to remind the rest of us that we are taking things way too seriously. We are arguing online about software updates while this guy is out there sparking his pedals and living his absolute best life. Next time you see a guy balancing on a spinning toaster in heavy traffic, give him a respectful nod. Do not judge his faded cargo shorts. Do not judge his terrifying riding stance. Just watch him fade into the distance. He is not just surviving, he is living. Consider the absolute nightmare of unexpected rain. Modern riders check the weather forecast 5 times before leaving the house. If there is a 10% chance of a light drizzle, we cancel the entire group ride. We spend days opening our machines to apply waterproof silicone to the motherboard. We wrap the battery packs in expensive custom covers. The problem is a single drop of water can completely destroy a $3,000 machine and leave you stranded on the sidewalk. The local legend does not check the weather application. I saw him riding through a torrential downpour looking like a wet golden retriever. His wheel has massive cracks in the plastic shell. You can literally see the green circuit boards through the side panels. His solution to water resistance is a thin plastic grocery bag from a cheap supermarket. He ties it around the top handle and just assumes the spinning tire will magically flick the water away. He rides through deep puddles while I am hiding under a bus stop awning, praying my sealed bearings do not rust. He trusts the universe to keep his electronics dry. Think about the crippling terror of range anxiety. We buy massive heavy batteries because we are terrified of running out of power miles away from home. We map out our entire route based on available public wall outlets. We download special maps to find charging stations. When our battery dips below 50%, the machine artificially slows down. The problem is you feel like you are crawling through thick mud and panic starts setting in about how you will safely get back to your house. He rides a wheel with a battery smaller than a modern laptop computer. His range is maybe 10 miles on a good day going downhill with a strong tailwind. When his battery sags and the machine slows to a crawl, his solution is simply to enjoy the scenery. He does not panic about finding a fast charging station. He pulls a tangled yellow extension cord out of his incredibly worn-out backpack. He casually rolls into a fast food restaurant and plugs his unicycle into the wall right next to the soda machine. He buys a single small French fry and sits there for 3 hours talking to random strangers. He treats a dead battery as a perfect excuse to make new friends. Then we have the dreaded foot fatigue. Standing on narrow metal plates for 2 hours sends shooting pain right up your calves. Your feet go completely numb. We buy expensive spike pedals to keep our shoes perfectly locked in place. We buy custom orthopedic insoles for our expensive riding boot. We take mandatory breaks every 30 minutes just to stretch our toes. The problem is your lower body feels like it ran a full marathon while your upper body was just standing completely still. His pedals are completely smooth. The grip tape wore off 5 years ago. It looks like he is standing on 2 slippery blocks of melting ice. He is wearing soft foam slippers that offer absolutely zero arch support. His solution to foot fatigue is to just shift his weight like he is dancing to a slow rhythm only he can hear. He constantly repositions his feet while riding at 20 miles per hour. He dangles one leg off the side to stretch his hamstrings right in the middle of a busy crosswalk. He treats the moving unicycle like his own personal yoga studio. The obsession with the perfect firmware update destroys our peace of mind. We connect our phones to the wheel every single morning. We read endless online forums about tilt-back angles and braking power. We argue with strangers on the internet about software glitches. The problem is we let a tiny line of computer code completely dictate our confidence on the road. We are terrified that a bad software update will send us flying straight into a brick wall. He has never updated his wheel. The company that manufactured his unicycle went out of business 6 years ago. There are no software updates available. His firmware is permanently stuck in the past. His solution to software glitches is to just ride the machine exactly how it is right now. He does not care about optimal braking curves or digital tilt-back algorithms. He knows exactly how his wheel is going to react because it has reacted the exact same way for 1,000 consecutive days. We get so caught up in the consumerism of the sport. We are always chasing the next batch of wheels. We want the newest suspension linkage. We want the brightest touchscreen display. We convince ourselves that buying the next big thing will finally make us perfectly happy and entirely safe. The problem is the finish line keeps moving and we never actually arrive at true satisfaction. His solution is radical contentment. He is completely satisfied with the exact machine he currently owns. He does not watch review videos. He does not care about the new unicycle that goes 60 miles per hour. He looks at his severely scratched plastic wheel and sees a reliable old friend. He reminds us that the best ride is not the one with the highest technical specifications. The best ride is the one that gets you out of the house and forces you to feel the warm sun on your face. Thanks for watching.